Hello, my name is Asher, and this is Asher Reviews Movies and TV. Today, we're going to be reviewing 3 different movies in one video. This is going to be a part of a 9-part series I'm going to be doing on this channel over the summer, where I review other creators on YouTube, TikTok, etc. either favourite or movie recommendations for the summer. So, these are my good friend Vinta Gaming's movie reviews. He reviews games, so I thought, as I know him well enough, and he will be the obvious choice for the first thing, because I got his recommendations done quicker because I did it while he was over. We watched American Psycho and Final Destination. I did substitute one movie of his, which was, he wanted me to watch The Truman Show, and I substituted that for Novocain because someone else picked The Truman Show for theirs, and someone else also did pick Novocain, so I'm going to have to try and sort that out. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about his channel before we start. So my friend that creates on this channel, he's made one video so far, and he is going to start uploading more often during the summer holidays now that he's got time, and that he's not focusing as much on his exams. So but he reviews games, either PC games. Sometimes I think he's going to start reviewing some Xbox games as well. So yeah, make sure to check him out. He'll be linked below in the description. And I'll be telling you now the rest of the YouTubers, which I am YouTubers/TikTokers, that I am going to be going through their suggestions too. We've got Euphoria Pictures, Big Paulie, Adam the Movie Hunter, All He Loves Movies, Aiden's Physical Media, he's one of my favourites, Films by Colour, Ages Movie Place, Vinta Gaming, and Frank's Movies Plus Reviews. I might throw in an extra episode of my movie recommendations for you, my top 10 movie recommendations for you to watch. If you are a movie fan, I'll probably do something like that. So this is going to be a longer movie than usual, a longer video than usual. So grab some popcorn, grab a drink, grab some snacks, and let's get straight into it. So before we start, I'm just going to show you this is tonight's watch. We're going to be watching. Should probably get a light with this with my tripod. But tonight we're going to be watching Inception, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Ellen Page, Tom Hardy, Cillian Murphy, Michael Caine. I've heard a lot of good things about this movie, and I can't wait to review it on the channel. This was not a movie suggestion, but that is the one I'm going to be watching, and probably the review is either going to come out tomorrow or the day after. Okay, we're going to get straight into this. The first movie I'm going to be reviewing is Christian Bale's American Psycho. So, the American Psycho is a 2018 plus horror/psychological horror movie, and it's rated a 7.6 on IMDb. The cast, well, I was only able to put 2 cast members in because I don't have as much space as I used to. So the cast of this movie was Christian Bale and Reese Witherspoon for the ones that I picked. Christian Bale, you may know from The Dark Knight, which is my favourite movie of all time, and Ford vs Ferrari. Never watched that one, so I do need to watch that. Reese Witherspoon, you may know from Wild and Sing 1 and 2. She voice acts in that movie. This is the plot of the movie. A wealthy man from New York, Patrick Bateman, hides his alternative psychopathic ego from his co-workers and friends as he dives deeper into his violent, hideous fantasies. The director of that movie was Mary Harron, and the writers were Beth Ellis and Mary Harron as well. So now I'm going to talk a bit about the movie and tell you why I think it's a good movie or why I think it's a bad movie, tell you what I rated it out of 10, and tell you if you should watch this and why you should watch this. So I really enjoyed this movie. It was tricky to get the hold of at first, because there's a scene where they look at there's a business card scene in there, and until that scene I couldn't really understand what was happening, because my friends watched this about 2 times about 3 times now. Actually, he's watched this, and he said it's really good, a really good film. He can watch it over and over, and he won't get bored of it. So it is a really fun film. Yeah, but that's until that scene I was lost. But obviously, since it's psychological horror / fantasy film, it's very hard to comprehend what happens and at the start. But I do think Christian Bale does an amazing job at playing Patrick Bateman in this film. He's also a very good actor in general. All of his movie roles, I think, I looked at his every movie he was in earlier, and none of them got below a 5.5, which is really good for an actor. Because normally you have that 1 or 2 films that will get like 4.7, somewhere low. Because that's happened with a lot of good actors. They've had a really bad movie and a really good movie. So now, say now, Halle Berry, you'll have Swordfish, which I think is rated about 5.6 out of 10, and then you'll have something like Catwoman, which I think is rated about a 3 on Rotten Tomato, 30 on Rotten Tomato, which is equal to a 3 on IMDb. So, there's a lot of good movies out there, and there's a lot of bad ones. But I think for me, this is one of the best movies I've actually ever watched. It might even be in my new top 4 on Letterboxd, but I did rate this a 4.5 stars. Just because of the start of the movie, I didn't really get it. But if I watched this again, I'd know what was happening, and I would be able to understand. So maybe I might do a revisited video, do a live stream on I'll put it on Discord so you can watch it as well if you want. But this is available on Netflix with a subscription. It's an 18 plus, as I said, and I rated it at 8.9 out of 10, which is one of the highest ratings I've given a movie on this channel. I think I've given it to 2 other movies, which was The Batman, and can't even remember what the other movie was. So, it's up there in my top 3 that I've reviewed on the channel so far, which is a really good thing for the channel, for the film. It is just a really good movie, and I can't even say any more about it because it's just such a good movie. The storyline is good. You can follow it in. I didn't follow it up until that point, but if you're a better thinker than me, you'll probably get that. And for the time it was made in 2000 it was made, right? That is a really good. No, that's a really good film for that year, because they didn't have many good films out that year, and if you see in a minute, Final Destination 1 was made in that year as well. But in that year, you didn't get a lot of good films whatsoever. You got quite upsetting films that year and just disappointments. But then you had stuff like Final Destination and American Psycho, which are really good films in my opinion. So yeah, right, we're gonna go on to the next one now. Okay, so I don't want to talk about that one too much. It's already been 8 minutes. Right, it's Final Destination. This was made in 2000. It's a 15 rated, and it's the horror. It's like a teenage horror, life-staking movie, and it's rated a 6.7 on IMDb. The cast of this movie is Devo Swan, Sawa, Ali Later, and Kerr Smith. You may know Devo Sawa from Slackers and Consumed, Ali Later from Obsessed and Marie Gold, and Kerr Smith from Pressure and The Forsaken. This is the plot now. After getting premonition about a plane crash on the school trip, Alex and the student saves a few of his classmates. Alex, a student, saves a few of his classmates. However, the situation gets complicated when the deaths start chasing them. So that's the plot of the movie. The director was James Wong, and the writers are Glenn Morgan and James Wong. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about this movie. Final Destination for me was not a disappointment, but it just wasn't as good as I was comparing it to other horror movies like Scream 1 and like a good few other horror movies, which obviously I shouldn't really be comparing them to them type of horror movies, because this is a really different horror movie. I love the spin on the casual horror movie because it's just not as, it's not gruesome. It's not really gruesome. It's not gruesome. It's not vicious. It's not serial killers. It's just they avoided death, so now death is chasing them. So it's literally stake. Their life is at stake, and obviously they try and find a way out of it, which at the end they eventually do. But this movie is so complex that they've been made another 5 after this one, including the newest one, which I hope is the end of the thing, to be honest, because if they're just draining the name of the movie out at this point. But I really like the name of the movie as well, Final Destination. It's a really good way to describe the film as well. The acting was, I wouldn't say it was the best, but for the time it was decent. But if you compare it to stuff like Christian Bale's Patrick Bateman, you got no chance standing against that. So I rated this movie a 6.9 out of 10. It was, it just wasn't a bad film. It was just mediocre. If I had, when I do get this for my collection, because obviously I'm going to be collecting basically every film, unless it's rated below a 3 on IMDb, I probably won't pick it up then. But even then, I might pick it up if I think it's a good film. It's like Fantastic. Not many people are a big fan of that film, but I just don't think it wasn't as bad as some other films that, could have been rated a lot lower. Catwoman is one thing I want to pick up because it's not available on any streaming services, so I will be picking that up as well, even though it's a really low rated film. But stuff like this, I want to pick this film up on physical media so then I have the chance to watch it, because I was watching it on Netflix and they said it was getting taken off today, the 2nd of August. So now I'm not going to be able to watch the other ones on a streaming platform unless I can find it on a different streaming platform. So, that's what companies are doing. They're taking movies that don't make as much money for them off, and then you'll have to go and buy it on physical media if you want to watch the movie. So that's why, it's easier to collect physical media, in my opinion. So if I do see these, I will definitely be picking them up. On Monday or Tuesday now, I'll be going down to my local town again. I'm probably going to be there recording, and I'll be, if it's Monday, Mackenzie's going to be coming down with me, and we're going to be doing, we're going to have £2 each, so we're going to get 20 DVDs for £2 each, and we're going to get 20 DVDs each to add to the others collection, and we'll go through them videos then. We'll go through that video. We'll make the video of us going out to town and doing it, and then when we get back, we'll make a video of us unpacking the bags and going through, seeing if we do need them for the collection, if we can sell them for some value, or see if anything's worth some money to sell. Stuff like that. The next film is Novocain. This stars, hold on. So the next movie is Novocain. This was made this year, 2025. It's a 15 rated and it's a 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb. It stars Jack Quaid, Amber Midthunder, and Ray Nicholson. You may know Jack Quaid from +1 Scream remake, I'm saying. Amber Midthunder from Prey or Only Mine. Ray Nicholson from Smile 2 or Borderline. Sorry, not Borderland. This is the plot of the movie now. When the girl of his dreams is kidnapped, a man incapable of feeling any pain turns his rare condition into an unexpected advantage in the fight to rescue her. The director is Dan Burke and Robert Olson, and the writer was Lars Jacobson. So, yeah, as I said, the director was Lars Jacobson. I think it's not a bad film, it's just, it could be improved upon. I rated it a 7.0 out of 10 because I think 6.5 was a bit harsh in my opinion, because I thought it was a really funny movie, and it was a dark comedy type movie, and I think that the acting was actually pretty good. But from a movie like this, you can't expect the best acting because it's not ever going to actually happen, is it? So you got to think about that, really. So if this were actually to happen, it would probably go something like this. And the guy in the film, Jack Quaid, I think he was a really funny character in this, and obviously, yeah, And there was a really good twist in the movie as well, which I won't spoil for you, but it was really funny, and what happened was really good. There was a nice amount of violence in it as well, so it wasn't. That's why it's rated a 15, because otherwise I think it would probably be rated about a 12. But there was a nice bit of violence in it as well towards the end, and there was like mischievousness in it. And it's kind of like a bank robber movie, but then you have a lot of other stuff to do with the movie as well, which kind of creates the good atmosphere of the movie. So I can imagine what it was actually like making the movie. It must have been really fun, because there was loads of funny parts in the movie. And yeah, I can't even say that much, because it was a good movie. It was just some parts needed to be improved on, like certain bits of acting, and the directing, I think, could have gone a bit smoother, because there's going to be a documentary about it, I think, if I'm correct. I think if I pick this up on physical media, there'll be a bonus disc, which hopefully I can have a look on the bonuses and that. So, and if you guys want to see a look at the bonus disc, you can go and check. When I buy the thing, I'll put it on my Discord so you can check it out. Because obviously I can't do that on YouTube or TikTok, because I will get I might be doing a Twitch series at some point to do with my gaming channel, so you can check me out on the gaming channel if you want to do that. So that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching, and this was at Vinter Gaming's movie recommendations. Bye bye.